I initially did not care to do this video because I just don't care about the video game awards, but here we go. I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. I could use the content. So 2024 is coming to a wrap, and Geoff Keighley's Video Game Awards, which debuts December the 12th, they will be discussing and handing out awards for multiple categories, as everyone is aware of, and I'm just going to do a quick discussion about the games I feel are the most important to discuss. We're going to skip 8 categories, and we're going to discuss 21 of them. So here we go. Best Sports Racing Game: F124, EA Sports, FC25, NBA 2K 25, Top Spin 2K 25, and WWE 2K 24. My pick is a cross between NBA 2K 25 and WWE 2K 24. Best Sim Strategy Game: Age of Mythology Retold, Frostpunk 2, Path of the Goddess, Manor Lords, Unicorn Overlord. My pick for this is Path of the Goddess. Best Family Game: Astrobot, Princess Peach Showtime, Super Mario Jamboree, The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, The Plucky Squire. My pick for this is Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Moving on, we have Best Art Direction: Astrobot, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring Shadow of the Eld-Tree, Metaphor Refazio, and Nabea. And Best Art Direction, in my opinion, is Metaphor Refazio. Next up is Best Performance in a Game: Brianna White, Final Fantasy Rebirth, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Hannah Telly from Life is Strange Double Exposure, Kimberly Gonzalez from Star Wars Outlaws, Luke Roberts from Silent Hill 2, and Melina Juergens from Hellblade 2 Senua's Saga. And my pick for Best Performance is Melina Juergens from Hellblade 2. Best Ongoing Game: Destiny 2, Diablo 4, Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, and Helldivers 2. And my pick for Best Ongoing Game is Diablo 4. So they've also decided to branch out a little bit and include shows that are based on video games. So next up is Best Adaptation of a Video Game. It begins with Arcane, Fallout, Knuckles, Like a Dragon Yakuza, and Tomb Raider: The Legend of Lara Croft. And my obvious pick for Best Adaptation of the year is going to go to Fallout. Be terrible if Fallout don't win this. Fallout will be robbed if they do not win this award. So next we have Best Audio Design in a Game. Begins with Astrobot, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Hellblade 2 Senua's Saga, and Silent Hill 2. And my pick for Best Audio Design in 2024 is Hellblade 2's Senua's Saga. For Best Music and Score, Astrobot, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Metaphor Refazio, Silent Hill 2, and Stellar Blade. And my pick for best score in music is Stellar Blade, by far. Coming up next is best multiplayer game. Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Tekken 8, and Warhammer Space Marines 2. And my choice for best multiplayer game of the year comes down to Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and Super Mario Party Jamboree. We're going for a tie. Okay, following best multiplayer is games for impact. And our categories are Closer the Distance, Indica, Nevea, Life is Strange Double Exposure, Hellblade 2 Sinuous Saga, and Tales of Kinzara Zoo. And my choice for games for impact for 2024, Hellblade 2 Sinuous Saga. Coming up next is best narrative in a game. We have Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, Metaphor ReFantazio, Hellblade 2 Senua's Saga, and Silent Hill 2. And my pick for best narrative of the year is Metaphor ReFantazio. Okay, coming up next is best action/adventure game. We have Astrobot, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, Silent Hill 2, Star Wars Outlaws, and Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. And my choice for best action adventure game, it shall be The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. Coming up next, best debut indie game begins with Animal Well, Baltro, Manor Lords, Pacific Drive, and The Plucky Squire. And my choice for best debut indie game is The Plucky Squire. And along with that, best independent game, Animal Well, Baltro, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, Nevea, and UFO 50. And my choice for best independent game of the year is Animal Well. Next, we have best action game, Black Myth Wukong, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Stellar Blade, and Warhammer Space Marines 2. And my pick for best action game, I'm going to go with Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Our next category is best fighting game, starting with Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero, Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising, Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics, Multiverses, and Tekken 8. And my choice for best fighting game is Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics. Okay, so next up we have best role-playing game. Begins with Dragon's Dogma 2, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, and Metaphor ReFantazio. And my choice for best role-playing game, say it with me now, Metaphor ReFantazio. Coming up next is Best Game Direction. We have Astrobot, Ballstra, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Eltree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Metaphor ReFantazio. And my choice for Best Game Direction, that's a tough one, but I'm probably going to have to go with Astrobot. Coming up next, this is probably one that is asked by everyone. I don't know if this really should be in the Game Awards, but it is in the awards this year, as it was last year, I believe, and that's most anticipated title. Our picks for most anticipated title is Death Stranding 2 On the Beach, Ghost of Yote, Grand Theft Auto 6, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, and Monster Hunter Wilds. My personal pick for this, and I'm just going to stand alone when I say this, my personal pick, because I waited so long for this, is Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. And here we are, we come to the most important award of the night. Well, the most important, the award that everyone wants to see and everyone wants to hold over everyone else's head. That is the Game of the Year. So, without further ado, these are the picks for Game of the Year. Astrobot, Ballstra, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Eltree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Metaphor ReFantazio. I will say that I haven't played any one of these games. I haven't played not a one. And I don't want to just go on popularity. I don't really know too much about any of these 6 titles. Okay, I take that back. Now, I have played Elden Ring, the original Elden Ring. I have not played this DLC, but I have played a little bit of the original release of Elden Ring. I did not finish that game. But if I'm going to have to make a choice, if I'm going to have to make a decision on who I deem this year's Game of the Year, and this is just based purely on maybe two factors. One, on overall score, game score, and the fact that it looks like it's so fun to play, and I adore games that are so fun to play. Fun is fun factor really is first and foremost in my mind. And I'm sure like hell I'm going to enjoy playing this once I finally get my hands on it. So my pick of Game of the Year for me is Astrobot. And that will conclude this Game Awards nominations of the year. Like I said, I have removed 8 from this list because from the overall 28, I removed 8 of them, but this is his show. This is Geoff Keighley's show. He could do whatever the hell he wants. This is an example of him doing whatever the heck he wants. He's nominating DLCs as Game of the Year. Never seen this in any other gaming awards. Well, then again, there hasn't really been any other gaming awards except for his. None that's televised. This will be televised on most social networking sites, including YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, I believe. TikTok is probably going to be streaming this as well, along with their own website for the Video Game Awards. And I do give high respect for Metaphor, but I'm not too much into JRPGs, so that's why I'm just going to easily, for me, pick Astrobot as Game of the Year. I'm sure there are other games that should qualify other than this Elden Ring resubmission. As a reminder, the Video Game Awards will be broadcast live from Los Angeles on December the 12th. So check your local listings as to where you can be able to view it if you are curious to see the show. I'm mostly going to be watching it just to see the newly released trailers for unannounced games. They usually sprinkle that in between the awards and the live performances as they conduct on stage. To be honest, I myself and all my friends only care to watch the trailers. So I hope you enjoyed this, my insight on the Game Award nominations. I will be watching it that night live, and I hope to see some awesome trailers. And I will do a follow-up after post the show to announce who the winners are, along with what the new trailers were, and I'll give my critique on that. And with that being said, thank you for watching. I am your host, Musical Weapon. Come back again, we'll do it again.